Good afternoon, YouTube. Come on out there. After all the snow carnage, we ended up with about 11 inches out of that big blast of snow. It's been a winter wonderland. And yes, I've been able to keep riding. Although, as you've seen from the last two videos, during the heavy snow, TW definitely has some challenges. But on stuff like this, you've got really, really dependable traction where it doesn't even concern you. Now, apparently 7 inches of fresh powder that's slippery, yeah, that definitely had me concerned. And that's the thing about snow, is there's so many different types of snow, and it drastically changes the conditions on the road depending on what kind of snow you got. But as soon as it falls, it starts melting again. Probably, I don't know, I haven't seen a temperature today, but not only does it feel warm, you get that nice illusion from the sun. Actually, the sun is warm, I can feel it. And also smell the TW. I can smell all it's just water and snow that's been caked on, and the motor is warm. Don't like it. You know, I had mentioned before about I'd swapped the sprocket on this TW, the rear sprocket. Standard 50-tooth sprocket is what it comes with, and I put a 47-tooth on there, which does an absolutely great job for making this a road-friendly bike. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, run across the United States on. I'm talking about running a little further distances where it'll cruise 60, 65, even 70. It'll cruise 65 comfortably. And that's all I was trying to do with putting on a 47-tooth sprocket. And yeah, it did decrease the power. Still trail worthy. I've still climbed the same trails I've always ridden out here, even in second gear, you know, no problem. It's actually even nicer on the trails because you do, just making the legs a little bit longer made a drastic difference in this bike. Now, after doing that, I'm happy with it, with everything except for what it did to how this bike wheelies. Second gear used to be the sweet spot where you could just pop it right up, and the gear was long enough where you could also ride it out. And now, of course, I've made second so long that it's difficult to pop up, so it doesn't work so well. First gear, you know, it works. Well, it works just as great as it always did, but it's still not long enough to be a good wheelie gear. So I'm considering now a 48-tooth sprocket, because I realize you've only got so much power, no matter what your engine is. You've only got so much power, so you can only displace it so many different ways, and it's just about finding the gear ratio, the gearing that suits the riding you do best. And while this is nice to have it running at such a low RPM, I'll tell you another thing, it did get, probably another 20 miles added onto the tank, just by changing the gearing, and you get that many more miles out of it. So that's been nice. But I believe with the 48 tooth on there, what it would be like is it would still have the longer legs, but it would just have that power up a little bit more. And again, it wouldn't really change the speed of it. That's not what it's for. Pull through here in the mess. Ooh, let's pull in their mess. Dun 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 dun. Let's see if we can go through it. Apparently not. Apparently not. You bastard. Nice.